behavior, such as fighting or knocking, using improper language or gestures, entering the fourth quarter in play. Spectators engaging in any such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. Thank you. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable but incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word MATTER along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our information team will respond immediately. Thank you.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Anthony Davis.
I'm really not too surprised to see the rebounding numbers trail off a bit. He's a veteran player getting up there in years, and what comes with that is some changes to physicality and intentional adjustments to playing style. Even though his rebounding output has declined, that veteran presence and basketball IQ continue to grow.
Now Sacramento starting five. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Malik Monk out there with Carter, and it's Ogman in at the three. And for the Mavericks, in its small and powerful, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Irving is out there with Smith, and it's Lively in at the five, roaming the paint. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for, because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
Carter finds Monk, and he gets it to go.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Ogman, coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Monk, the pass to Carter. There's the three. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Outside Davis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Davis with a screen on Monk. Back to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
What do you want? Agility, he's got it. Height, he's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
Now, here's Monk. 25 points last game. Beyond the arc. And Lively pulls it down. Monk's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Smith against Monk. Over to the left wing. And here's Smith. Last game out, 36 points for him. And a wide open look for Flagg. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Bounce pass from Sabonis. Monk looking around. Pass to Murray. Here's Ogman. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now Smith. Pocket 6. Here's Davis. And he lays it straight in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
And Monk has got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 10-point game. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Now here is Carter. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. And they get it, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Five to shoot. Monk finds Murray. Outside Carter.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Kevin?
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Sacramento able to drain the three. The shot's good from Irving.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Murray outside. The three. And it's flagged with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Davis. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 6 assists here tonight.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Murray, no good. For Dallas, they've gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. Pass to Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Carter. Murray outside. Again, the miss by Murray. Dallas has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Lively sends a screen for Smith. And finished off by Lively.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Here's Augman. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Monk for 3. To stop the run. And Sabonis lays it up and in.
Offensive rebounding comes down to muscle and hustle, and Sabonis got a lot of both.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Aaron Gordon is checking in for Dallas. And now let's highlight the highest scoring teams in the NBA. The Mavericks, number 1.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball that they're playing. They've got such deadly weapons. Teams have had a heck of a time trying to slow them down.
Took him no time at all on that one. Smith's got 5. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance NP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Now, here is Smith. 5 points in the game. Bob pass to Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Carter with it. Nothing on the board. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And finished off by Carter.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Camp, brought to you by AT&T. Now, here is Smith. Gordon with the screen for Smith. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Out to Carter. Latre. It's hauled in by Gordon. Mavericks leading by 21. Pass to Flag. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Flag's got 6 points.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
Here's Augman. Murray outside. Good on the triple.
Oh, I could almost hear Murray say, "Oh, you hit a three? Let me match that real quick."
Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 19-7 run. Outside Irving. Another three for Dallas.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here is Carter. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Murray dishes to Carter. This one for 3. A shot off that time.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Sabonis against Smith. On pass to Gordon. Can't stuff the alley-oop home.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good for Monk.
Every time Monk steps up and knocks down a three, it just looks so effortless.
Smith surveying the D. Gordon for 3. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Mavericks. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll get you back to the... And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Gordon out there with DeRozan. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Smith, and it's Hardy in at the point guard. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Hawkins passes to Ellis. And here is Johnson. Here's Clifford. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over DeRozan. Clifford can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Back to DeRozan over Johnson. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Smith.
Hey, look, when DeRozan is shooting with confidence, he is dangerous, especially catching and firing just like that.
Ellis outside. Johnson kicks to Hawkins. Shoots. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against the Raptors got the job done. He had 36 points and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. He was clearly on a mission, and no one was getting in his way. A flat-out dominant performance.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. But we'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Off pass to Gordon. It's stolen by Johnson. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Ellis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clifford. No good with the triple. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And you know what? We've run out of superlatives to describe this club. They've been untouchable. 31 straight wins. You hear me? 31. And sometimes it looks like they're not even breaking a sweat.
And while this has been a legendary run, this group seems to have a gift of the collective mentality to know that all of these wins don't matter if they don't bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy when the season is all said and done. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Gordon. And Flagg subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. And the Kings will go for a different look here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Flagg. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And what you love about Cooper Flagg, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
Here's Dallas. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Smith wide open. He fires. And the Mavericks another 3.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Monk, the pass to Ogden. Back to Monk. From outside the arc, the Mavericks pull it in. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
The Mavericks have gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Smith outside. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Smith's got 9 points in the quarter.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Shoots from the elbow. Rebounded by Gafford.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Back to Smith. Launches it. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Carter with a screen on Davis. Pass to Ogman. They need this one. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Ogman's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Smith outside. Fades. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Smith's got 21.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
The try by Monk. And the rejection by Gafford. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Aaron Gordon is checking in for Dallas. Kyrie Irving comes in for Hardy. And the Kings also making a change. Sabonis is checked in. Here's Ogman. Again, the miss by the Kings. Dallas is going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Gordon with a screen on Monk. Down low. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Downright lethal in the pick and roll. Gordon's size and quickness, along with the decision-making, it's a tough combination.
Here's Sabonis. His last outing with 20 points.
Yeah, full court, man-to-man defense here.
Back to Monk. Sacramento moving it around. Carter with a screen on Davis. Sabonis against Davis. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky's really the limit.
Monk, no one around him, and the three off target.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Kings shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Wide open look here for Murray. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Murray's gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Here's Flagg. Connects from three-point range. Flagg's got 14 points.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Carter kicks to Monk. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
Injecting energy into his team. That is what Malik Monk does.
Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against the Raptors.
Mental toughness on the road, the arena. Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Oh,
That's not what I was expecting.
me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Oh, he knew what he was going to pull off because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You got to rehearse stuff like that.
First personal foul.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game.
Carter, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Carter. And the Mavericks making a change here. Lively's checked in. That one misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
To the paint. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Fader on the way. That shot is off. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's Dallas opening up a huge gap. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, get ready for the top RPM and amazing fun from your pocket by Arena Entertainment.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
You gotta call my agent now.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, you see their focus on the glass, getting second chance points on one end and preventing them on the other.
That's been just one of the storylines in a total wipeout thus far. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Well, with a double-double in hand through two quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And it's the Kings with the ball. On the court for Sacramento, Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Malik Monk out there with Carter. And it's Augmon in at the three, the small forward. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks with possession. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, well, Anthony Davis talked about the pairing with him and Kyrie Irving. And he said, quote, Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game. And with me being able to play in the pocket and roll to the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, he can come set the screen for me. I think we complement each other very well. Kevin?
Quite the tandem. Thanks a lot, Allie. The Kings shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Sabonis sets the pick for Carter. Up top, Sabonis. Stolen by Lively. Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
And it's just so beautiful. The timing of that play is exceptional. Davis just gets there right on time and puts it in.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Carter dishes to Murray. Screen by Sabonis. Augmon passes to Sabonis. No good there. Good work defensively by Lively. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Carter outside. Pass to Sabonis. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You see the strength and the poise of Sabonis. He loves going in, taking contact, and finishing over defenders.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
The unique skill set Sabonis possesses is really outstanding. This man is a versatile scorer, a talented rebounder, and an exceptional passer also.
Inside. Out to Smith. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got 26.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Murray outside. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Kings ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
On the wing, Murray. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Augmon.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things, which will happen. He's trying to help his team. Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field.
Smith for 3, and again, Dallas with the 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Carter, the pass to Monk. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
For 3.
Carter's got 6 assists in the game.
Knocking down that answer 3, Monk, great range.
Outside Irving on the wing, Davis. Smith for 3, hits it from 3-point range. Smith's got 9 points here in the second half.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Augman, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Irving. Back to Smith. To the inside. Lively. And the layup is good. Lively's got 8.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Lets it fly. Ogden's shot is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
The shot's good from Smith.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Kings. Pass to Augman. Back to Carter. Shot clock at 5. Sabonis' screen on Irving. Outside Carter. Monk for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the middle. And finished off by Lively.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Monk attacking, and then Monk with the dunk.
Turns on the Jets for that drive. Monk's quickness is sometimes deceptive.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. Pass to Davis. Here's Flag. Lively with the screen. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Sabonis kicks to Monk. Screen by Sabonis. To the inside. Pass to Carter. And the rejection by Lively. Here's Flag. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Sacramento's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Carter with the bucket. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 20-7 run. Outside Irving. Here's the 3. With that miss, he is now 4 for 7 from the field. Here's Augman. 6 points for him. Pass to Sabonis. Monk against Smith. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Irving passes to Smith. Great touch on the 16-footer. Smith's got 14 points now in the second half.
as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Sabonis.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's rebounded by Dallas. Lively's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Bounce pass Davis. Smith for 3. Sinks the triple. Smith's got 40 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Pass to Ogman. 124 left to play in the third.
He hasn't even made 1 point at this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get going.
Smith outside. High post, Davis. Sabonis against Smith. Irving for 3. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Murray kicks to Carter. Shot to stop the run. Mavericks with the rebound. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Monk against Smith. It's good. Lively's got 12.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
And here's Monk. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Carter looking around. Pass to Monk. In the corner, Murray with it. There's the triple. No good, shot missing. And so it's Dallas, able to put on a show for the ages. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
We got some great looks, great looks. Defensively, we're getting stops too.
Now the words of Jason Kidd in that huddle moments ago, happy with the way his team is performing, hoping they can maintain the momentum they've captured.
Well, I mean, they're working together on both ends of the floor and doing a great job of playing at their pace.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Daniel Gafford, Aaron Gordon out there at DeRozan. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Hardy in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Ogman. Johnson the screen from downtown. Ogman's shot is off.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Gordon for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Hawkins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Hardy. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Over in the corner, Ellis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Mavericks have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's Gafford. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And finally, someone scored.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Ogman passes to Hawkins. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the three-pointer.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
And here is DiVincenzo. Left side, DeRozan. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. The Kings have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Hawkins, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
What I want to know is where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
DeRozan passes to Gordon. Gafford kicks to Gordon. A three for DiVincenzo. Hangs home the trifecta. DiVincenzo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Hawkins, a screen on DiVincenzo. Ellis, the pass to Hawkins. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Keegan Murray's checked in for Johnson. So it's Sacramento now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Ellis, the pass to Murray. Here's Hawkins, and that one goes long.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's DeRozan. Rebound by the Kings.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Pass to Murray. Now Hawkins fires the three. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Gafford. From down in the low post, it goes. Gafford's got 4 this quarter. And Zoelos will bring it up for the Kings. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Looking to get it going, and the jumper falls for him.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Sacramento's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. DeRozan's shot is off.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Now Ellis, pass to Clowney. Shot clock at 6. A 3-ball. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
DiVincenzo finds Gafford. Here's Harden. Dallas again missing. Pass to Hawkins. On the wing, Murray. Here's Clowney, defended by Gordon. Here's Ellis. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lob pass to Gordon. There's the steal. Hawkins with it. To the paint. Clowney. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Back to DiVincenzo. No good again that time. The Kings have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Talk about a guy, Richard, who can shoot the lights out. Keon Ellis, over 40% for his career from 3.
Yeah, coming into the league, everyone talked about his defense, but he's shown great touch from outside, and he generally takes good shots.
He misses the free throw. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket I'm fine with that.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
DeRozan's shot is good.
One of the underappreciated guys in this league. DeRozan just goes out, puts up big numbers, and he doesn't really get the shine that I think he truly deserves.
Ellis, the pass to Monk. Back to Ellis. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jones finds Smith. The shot is good off the backboard. Smith's got 42 in the game.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Back to Monk for 3. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Outside DeRozan. Back to Smith. Down low. Here's Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Kings have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Sabonis' screen on Smith. Monk kicks to Sabonis. Pass to Ogman. 5 on the clock, and here is Monk, covered by Smith. The shot by Monk is no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. Jones with the screen on Ellis. Back to Jones, and Jones slams it in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Smith.
And he was doing everything out there on the floor tonight. Triple-double on the stat sheet, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their Connected Cam. Ellis dishes to Monk. Pass to Murray. Monk sets the screen for Murray. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Ellis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
He draws so much attention. Sabonis recognized it and kicked it out.
And so it's Dallas with it. Now here is Smith. Pass to DeRozan over Ogman. And it's Dallas with another.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Deep 2 from Murray. The Mavericks pull it in. And here's Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Gets the bucket.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.